Hi, Caitlin. Gregg Doyel, IndyStar. Real quick, let me do this.
You like that?
I like that you're here. That you're here.
I do that at my family after every game, so
Okay,
it's
well,
pretty cool.
let's start doing it to me and we'll get along just fine. So
This awkward moment came from veteran sports writer Gregg Doyel, who has worked for countless outlets in the media industry. It all went down at the Indiana Fever's press conference where Caitlin Clark was officially introduced as a new member of the team. So look, there were plenty of criticisms. Barstool founder Dave Portnoy labeled Doyle a sexist pervert creep. Take that as you will. Our very own Chris Williamson called for Doyle's media credential to be revoked after the exchange went viral.
Well, it's one of those where you can only really watch it once because you feel so much secondhand cringe watching it. And then there was a second clip where he referred to, the question was to her coach, but he referred to Caitlin Clark as like, he gave her the key. You have the keys to that. What are you going to do with it? Like, just this is not how you talk about an adult and about a person with respect. And I feel like both of those clips just show me that not everyone is ready to treat female athletes at the highest level like they should.
Nicole Arbach, a veteran journalist herself in this space and a voice, quite honestly, I really value, gave her thoughts on Gojo and Golic. Jamel Hill also weighed in and wrote on her socials, "This was a terrible moment for Gregg Doyel, a journalist I've known practically since I first started reporting professionally. Obviously something that never would have been said to a male athlete. I said this some time ago, but another upside of Caitlin Clark's popularity is that it is going to finally force the sports media to grow up. Sports media has been extremely complicit in marginalizing and infantilizing women's sports. A lot of the commentary and coverage is now coming from people who have little experience covering female athletes. Not sure Doyle fits that category, which is probably frustrating to the people who have been covering them for years. Christine Brennan of USA Today shared her thoughts as well. This isn't just creepy, it's sexual harassment. Well-known Title IX lawyer Nancy Hogshed told me this morning regarding the conduct of Doyle at the Clark presser. A lot to get to, a lot of bases to cover, but first, if you can, please do become a channel member. Just go to youtube.com/TYT Sports. It will keep us afloat. And or if you want to support the network, go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on my socials, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Appreciate the support everywhere. Doyle somehow, some way would write in a column on IndyStar.com the following. And you can be the judge on how you feel about this. What happened was the most me thing ever, in one way. I'm sort of known locally, Cy, for having awkward conversations with people before asking brashly controversial questions. What I've learned is that I need to be more aware about how I talk to people, not just athletes. I realized that only after my exchange with Caitlin Clark went viral and I navigated the first two stages of grief during a discussion with the people I care about the most. He'd add in his column for the IndyStar, "This is where I was convinced I was harmless and right. When a woman I deeply respect, told me, but Caitlin Clark is a young woman and you don't talk to a young woman the same as you would a young man," and my heart dropped. Because now I saw it. After years of being so sure I was on the right side of these arguments, I was now on the wrong side. And for the oldest reason known to man and woman, ignorance. Most importantly, as Awful Announcing would write on their site, the conversations out of this about a need for increased female representation in sports journalism, leadership, and staffing are highly important, and systemic changes on those levels may wind up having the largest impact in avoiding these kinds of situations for female athletes down the road. But there are also actions men currently in sports journalism roles can take right now. Press interactions are one area where female athletes should be guaranteed professional treatment. That didn't happen here. But if male journalists took some more time to ensure they're coming in with a thoroughly professional approach ahead of interviewing female athletes, that might help.